Hello and welcome back to another Pretty HD video. Today we have another career mode episode 12 of its career mode, and we do start off with a disappointment. I've got to do some explaining about this. I am really sorrowfully disappointed that at the last moment my Algarve glitched out. All I did was stop recording and it just said that the software, basically, the file was sort of like corrupted up and I lost vision on that. And just to be worse off, Lukaku is out for 3 months due to an injury in that game. I would have loved to show it you. It was a full-on victory against Man United, which is insane. And it's another massive step towards Champions League, of course, and towards getting our stability and stretching out that table so it's not so close as last year. Jesus Christ, trust me. We do have a game against Ipswich, though, moving to cup fixtures, and we do start off very well, as the player rose high enough there. I believe that was Naismith or Kramer. And once more, as it was in the snow today, I did decide to set the mitre ball, which I am using for Cabazon Cup, which is accurate, into its yellow high-vis form. And we do go in at half-time in a deadlocked stalemate of 0-0. So as the ball finds a Dan's feet, he plays it in, and the early cross is met at front post by Samuel Eto'o, who breaks his very, very long duck. It is Christoph Berra, of all people, to not get to the ball. Christoph Berra. No disrespect, Ipswich fans. I mean, he's a decent player, of course, but obviously not good enough to be Eto'o there. But Eto'o has been, it's been coming for so long, hasn't it, really? The goal, he hasn't had one competitively this season, and I suppose it's a start getting one in the cup, but it's still got none in the league, remember? So after like 6-7 odd games, it was in the newsfeed, in fact, he eventually breaks his duck. And it's another good goal there as the ball was played over the top, hit on the volley. And the forward pressure put on the Ipswich defence meant that they had to clear it away. The pressure forced onto them, I like to see that. That meant that they forced it away. But it just wasn't good enough because it was coming straight back at them. And Eto'o gets his second. So after opening his account for the season in this game against Ipswich, he's doubled his account for the season within a simple 45 minutes. So it's a really good goal by Eto'o. And the fair reflection of the match, in my opinion. The first half was so boring, and the fact that we managed to get a 3-0 victory really reflects how we just sprung to life in that second half. But back to league action now. We have an affair against Sunderland here at Goodison Park. So this is important. Despite Sunderland's position in the league, it's still a pretty important game. And as you'll see, Betancourt finds the man wide in the middle towards Dia now. Baines has got it on the edge of the box. Baines opens the shot away, and it just creeps wide of the goal. Baines found the opportunity there. He had loads of time on the edge of the box. Atsu takes it in his stride, past the defence, bursts through. Atsu has a shot, and it's a goal against Sunderland 20 minutes in. So we've won Man United this episode, we've beat Ipswich, and now we're beating Sunderland in an incredible account of goals and stuff like that, if you know what I mean. But Ravini picks up the ball here, and he is through one-on-one. He has a shot, it's very well saved, but it comes back out to him, and it is inevitable that Ravini is going to score that. So Ravini, despite Eto'o's good game last time out, Ravini and Polosci, especially with Lukaku injured, are keeping Eto'o out of the team. It's insane to see. Ravini doing so well in this very, very competitive striking position. But Sunderland did pull one back through that of Liam Bridcut, former Brighton player. But we weren't letting up there. Atsu decides to go on a bit of a run, see whether we could gain our 2-goal advantage, skips past his man, taps it to Ravini. Ravini cuts inside, skins him, his man. Ravini has a shot. He turned and weaved in and out excellently, and Ravini is proving to me why the guy's such a good player. I play with him so well, and although we probably are going to let go of him at the end of the season, of course, his loan spell will expire at the end of the season, and we won't need him again. One, because we're interested in a striker in January, and if we are to pull a deal off, then Ravini will not be needed when Lukaku returns. Basically, my plan is Polosci, Lukaku, and another striker as our first three strikers interchanging. Ravini's a good player with a lot of potential, but the career mode isn't going to be long enough. He does pick up the match ball, however, and it is within this minute that Ravini really did stand out to me. The Italian striker had a shot, and again, it was a shot on the rebound, and it was a superb one at that, which fires into the back of the net, and he claims the match ball and the hat-trick. Eto'o, though, does get another opportunity, and he does score to make it 5-1. It's an insane victory, and considering the circumstances, I mean, with a midweek cup game, I think our team came out the better team by far, with a lot of energy, with a lot of pace and power, and even Samuel Eto'o gets on the score sheet in the Premier League for the first time. So, Samuel Eto'o and Ravini and a bit of Atsu to draw us level as well have been the major combination in this game, and I am sorry I did skip a full-time animation there as well. As you can see, though, Ravini did get 9, which you don't see often. But this is the big one. But Borussia Dortmund come to Everton. This is insane. I said last time out that we needed Benfica to get a result against Dortmund to definitely qualify. Look at that table. 2 points splitting us and Everton. Us and Dortmund. And this is so pivotal. And it is Dortmund who came out the better team with no stretch of the imagination. They were insane in this game. They piled on the pressure. Attack by attack, a conveyor belt of chances somehow didn't result in a goal, and we managed to just grasp a half-time 0-0. And trust me, it was a relief at this point, because I wanted to regroup. I wanted to go in and say to myself, right, let's sort this shit out. I mean, Dortmund in real life aren't doing too well. They lost Arsenal 2-0 the other day from when I'm recording this. So it's not an absolutely superb year for Dortmund in domestic especially. But another shot is fired and the trigger was pulled, but it was just not good enough for the Dortmund players. And our first attack did fall in the 70th minute. It took 70 bloody minutes for an attack, and it is flailed clear. But as the ball is played forwards, the header is won, and Campbell holds the play up, looks backwards, looks for his man through Barkley. Barkley turns his man through the legs. He has a shot. He gets into the process, but that is a winning goal. That is a Champions League winning goal. And not only could that be so vital, that could be the goal which sends us through to the knockout stages against some of the real big teams in Europe. What a shot. In the process, he got injured. He pulled up lame, and you can see how happy he was. In a second, the animation will come up. Yet, he was really in pain at the same time. Barkley, there he is, so happy. Just look at that smile. Look at that smile. That's what we want to see in this team. Ross Barkley gets a goal, and we are 1-0 up against the run of play completely. That's like our second shot in the whole game. But Dortmund were pushing forward. It was approaching the end of the game. I was almost certain we was going to win it. And then that happens. They get the ball through Henrik Mkhitaryan. And you've got to look at this Howard there. Howard, I didn't bring him out. And the AI brought him out. The ball was headed right down the middle of the goal. And on crosses, keepers shouldn't come out in that position. He was always in danger. He was facing the wrong angle. And if he'd have stayed on his line, he'd have caught the ball pips and shit as pie. But either way, as Mkhitaryan does drive forward into the box, I'm just trying to get it clear. This is a horrible final stage of the game. The ball is still at Dortmund's feet. That pass could be pivotal if we'd have just cleared that. Schmelzer, please don't say the 90th minute AIDS. Please don't say the inevitable. It's crossed in, it hits the post, comes back out. How? We were in dreamland. We were going through. And that is what you call entertaining for a neutral perspective. And definitely for a Dortmund perspective. This is horrible. Henrik Mkhitaryan, against the odds, hits it from the wrong angle, and we fly out of the Champions League. We can't do anything now. Atsu does go on a run, but it doesn't result in a goal, I can tell you that. We are so pissed off about this. I cannot believe 1-0 up with such a good goal, a goal which deserves us to win the game, despite the fact that Dortmund always deserve to win the game nonetheless, sends us out of the Champions League. Dortmund do progress. I suppose it's realistic to an extent. We have still got Europa League if the game registers in that way. But I said a few episodes ago I didn't know myself. Of course I know now, but I was fuming. It just had to be 4 minutes, 2 Mkhitaryan's, and that's the goal which sends us out. It is incredibly disappointing, but we still get easy 10 million prize funds. It would have been nice if we progressed, we would have got more. But that's football for you, and I tell you what, it proves why the group stage can be really difficult. We were in the group of death. We were in a very difficult, up against the odds for the first season in the Champions League. I mean, what else were we meant to do? Either way, I could explain and make up excuses all day, but I am going to end the video here. I do thank you for watching. If you did enjoy, make sure you smash the like button. If you want to see more, make sure you subscribe, because that is entertaining, and I can't wait to get back into Europa League action and hopefully see whether we can win that for the second year in a row due to, well, hopefully EA registers that in the correct way.